For today's video, I'm playing video games because my job is awesome. We're gonna be playing Minecraft with RTX today. Very exciting stuff. I'm sure you guys have already heard about this and maybe even seen some other people's videos on it, but I'm gonna take a whack at it today, and I'm very excited because this is actually my first time ever playing Minecraft. Go ahead and roast me in the comments. Have at it, you know, I'm a piñata today, that's fine. But I'm really excited because this is one hell of an introduction to the game where I get to experience it with RTX on. For the first time ever, Nvidia's real-time ray tracing technology is being brought to Minecraft Bedrock Windows 10 Edition. Sorry, console users. And this is gonna bring a flood of technologies and cool things to the game, such as global illumination, per pixel emissive lighting, reflections, refractions, and realistic hard and soft shadows. The end result is a pretty spectacular visual overhaul on the world's best-selling video game of all time. And today we're gonna take a closer look at it, not just how it looks, although I'm very excited about that, but also how it performs, because all of this extra graphical fidelity doesn't come free. I've already seen some other videos, Gamers Nexus does a great job covering this, but my God, does ray tracing in this game absolutely bring a system to its knees. And this really shouldn't come as a surprise, because if you guys have seen the before and after images of RTX on and off in this game, it looks like a completely different game when RTX is enabled. So it's understandable that your frame rate's gonna dip quite a bit. But not all is lost. Nvidia has a trick up its sleeve known as DLSS 2.0. This builds upon the original DLSS, which had some problems that they've since worked out. With DLSS, Nvidia is essentially leveraging an AI network in order to aid in the rendering process. And by doing so, it can actually render a fraction of the pixels, but still display near native image quality. So imagine your GPU only having to render 1080p pixels, but spitting out an image that looks to be 4K. It's pretty ridiculous, especially when you consider that it's doing this at a much reduced performance cost than traditional rendering techniques like anti-aliasing. Not only is this my first time playing Minecraft, but it's also my first time testing out DLSS 2.0, so I'm pretty excited to see how this new technology from Nvidia performs with this particular title. Now, to further drive home the point of just how demanding Minecraft is with RTX enabled, you just have to look at the minimum specs. RTX 2060 and an Intel Core i5 or equivalent desktop processor. On the AMD side, you're probably looking at something like a Ryzen 5 CPU. And 8 gigs of RAM, which is fairly reasonable, but the CPU and GPU, while they're not high-end parts necessarily, they do pose a higher barrier to entry than the minimum specs for most titles out there. And when you consider that this is for Minecraft we're talking about, it's just kind of hard to wrap your head around. I don't think any of us could have seen this coming before RTX was a thing. Fortunately, the system that I'll be using to play Minecraft with RTX today goes well beyond the minimum specs. And for the record, it's actually not my computer, it's Wifey Sauce's system. This is the build that I put together for my wife not too long ago, but it features an AMD Ryzen 9 3900X 12-core 24-thread processor on an MSI MPG X570 Gaming Pro Carbon Wi-Fi. I cannot believe I nailed that name correctly on the first try. It's packed with a ton of features like Wi-Fi 6, as the name suggests, a server-grade PCB, PCIe Gen 4 support, there's a BIOS flashback button on the rear I/O, which I appreciate, and the board just looks really nice. It does have some RGB elements, but they're not overdone, and they can be easily disabled. I think the board looks just as good with no LEDs, if not better, than with them on. We've also got 32 gigs of G.Skill Flare X DDR4 3200 speed CL14 memory, so while the frequency is not as high as it probably could be, the cast latencies are looking really good, very solid timings there, and our GPU, also provided by MSI, is the RTX 2080 Super Gaming Trio. It has a fully custom PCB, a beautiful brushed aluminum backplate, triple fan design that stays cool and quiet. I mean, this is the type of GPU that you put on your Christmas wish list, to which your parents say, "Money doesn't grow on trees, son, here are some socks." I'll refrain from listing the rest of the specs so we don't drag things out, but if you want to find more information on this build or even watch me assemble it from start to finish, go ahead and check out our dedicated video on it. All right, I think I'm ready. Let's play this game. All right, we are in the game, peeps. Minecraft, here we go. Before I take a look, I'm gonna jump into settings, see what we're working with here. So video, VSync is off, and if we go under advanced video, you can see that DirectX ray tracing and upscaling are both enabled. So the upscaling is basically DLSS 2.0. We're gonna leave that enabled for starters. Resume, and here we are, RTX. At its finest. Look at that, peeps. Oh yeah. We're in some like forbidden neon city right now. I don't know, looks like Tokyo. Those look like boobs. Look at how lit this is, fam. Ooh, I can fly too. I'm a fly boy. All right, let's just really quickly see what this looks like without RTX. Just to give you an idea, the before and after. Whoa! Whoa! I mean, this kind of looks more realistic, only in the sense that it looks very dull and plain and everything's gray. Like, this looks like a bunch of mangled car parts in a bin. Looks like some abandoned factory. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, what's going on? Oh, jeez. RTX back on. That'll definitely fix everything, right? Yes, it did somehow. I think maybe because this world is meant to be played with RTX enabled, and also it's a beta, so bugs are to be expected. Everything looks smooth when RTX is on, and I wouldn't really want to play it with it off anyway. Our frame rates are looking pretty decent here. We are at 1080p. That's pretty much what we're gonna deal with today, but you can see that we're hovering anywhere between 70 and 80 FPS. This isn't a competitive game in that sense where you're gonna be targeting high refresh rates. No one's trying to play this at 144 Hertz, so playing anywhere above 60 FPS, even if you have a consistently smooth 60 FPS locked with VSync or something like that, is gonna be more than comfortable for most people. And this is looking really good right now. It looks good, it feels good. Let's take a look to see what happens if we disable DLSS 2.0. I'm gonna go to advanced, disable it, and if we jump back into the game, oh yeah, that makes a huge difference. Now we're in the 40s. Now it's looking a little chop, you know what I'm saying? If you're moving around and stuff, you can definitely feel the difference, and it's certainly not as playable. So DLSS is really doing a number here, helping us up that performance, but still looking really sharp. In fact, it is actually, I noticed a difference too visually. Here, let's try to find like some finer texture, like the brick on this wall. You can tell it looks a little bit blurry, could look a little sharper. And I'm gonna jump into, once again, all right. And now with DLSS, you can see it definitely looks sharper. I can tell. And I don't have like the most trained eyes. I mean, look at my glasses, my eyesight sucks, but I can certainly tell that the image does look a bit sharper with DLSS enabled. Plus our performance is bumped up, so I really can't complain there. RTX on, what does the RTX on sign look like with RTX off? Like poop. Looks like total poop. Well, let's come back down to earth for a moment, shall we? Take a look at the ground. Ooh, yeah. This looks really good too. I mean, I just love how emissive the light is and just how it bounces off of all the surfaces around it. It's like, it's not just the light object, but all the objects that are nearby get treated to this really nice glow as well. And it just creates this realism to the game. Again, I never thought I'd say realism and Minecraft in the same sentence, but it does look really good, and it totally brings the world to life. And this is partially thanks to the physically based materials that are now in the game that basically allow the creation of block textures that have real world properties, like reflection, for example. I don't think we've seen one yet, but there are actual mirrors in this game that allow you to see full-on reflections. Like, you can kind of see them in these glass panels here. I mean, it's like black glass, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you can definitely see that there's like tons of reflections going on here. And the properties of emissive lighting are very dynamic with a wide range of color and intensity that just creates these awesome visuals. All right, we've changed worlds and we're in this sort of like demo room now. Oh, that's pretty bright and awesome. Let's see what this looks like without RTX. Lights out, no one's home. Just look at how the floor lights up. Looks awesome. Just the texture on the surface of the floor looks great. Hot diggity damn. Let's take a look at some of these demo rooms. Global illumination. The RGB is real! Oh, here's a mirror. It's a mirror! Wait, I'm invisible? Why am I invisible? Is it always like this? Oh, I see, it changes where the sun is in the sky. So right now the sun's directly overhead. Oh, God rays. Those God rays are sweet. Sweet. I keep thinking these are creepers. They keep creeping me out. I haven't encountered a creeper yet. I hope I never do. Oh yeah, look at that ray. Boom, the directional lighting is super cool. It's a really cool effect. It just looks so majestic. Boo! Yeah! Ooh, water. Cool. Can I? Oh! 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 I didn't realize that would happen. Are fish gonna come out? Some people just want to watch the world burn. Die, fishies, die! Come on out, oxygen's good for you. All right, what do these dying fish look like without RTX? They still look like they're dying, just not as cool. All right, I'll let you guys die in style. All right, I'm out of here. Good luck. More rooms with light in them. You don't say. Whoa, look at this room. What is this place? Looks like a revolving sushi bar. This is like a Korean barbecue restaurant. Let's see what it looks like. Without the lights. Oh, it's so bad. Man, like I've never really been interested in playing Minecraft, but just the way it looks, like how good things look now, kind of makes me want to explore and just see what I can make. Knowing that what I make could look super cool. Like knowing that I could make something that looks this badass versus that is much more appealing to me. What am I now? What am I, a potato? Cooked beef. I knew it was food. I know food when I see it. What's with the cooked beef? Wait, am I an invisible man holding a piece of meat, or am I the piece of meat? I don't know. I'm questioning my own existence now. Thanks, Minecraft. This looks pretty swanky. It's lit. It is so lit. Wah, wah, wah. If you ever want to turn Minecraft into a survival horror, just disable RTX. Obviously, it's because we're in a closed room and stuff, but still. Damn, what a diff. What a diff, yo. All right, obligatory RTX comparison. Holy moly. I mean, that already looks impressive with that RTX. All right, I think we're close enough to see it through the fog now. Take note of the frame rate. We're hovering around 70, 80 FPS. And bada bing, bada boom. Choke dog, and our frame rate's pretty much the same. Identical frame rate, thanks DLSS. I'd also like to note that our CPU and GPU have been doing a tremendous job so far. Our GPU is hovering around 70 degrees C right now, while the CPU is hovering around 60. And I should also mention it is being cooled by a Celsius Plus S28 from Fractal Design. Nice liquid AIO. Very nice temps all around. Now we're at the Crystal Palace. It is nightfall. What's going on here? What's good on the ship? Oh, there's a city out there. I'm gonna swim to it. Geronimo! I hope there aren't sharks in Minecraft or anything bad that can happen to you in the water. I'm sure it's fine. All right, I made it to the island thingy, whatever, and it looks like the sun's coming up, which is great. Still getting around 70 FPS. And, oh, creeper! We got a creeper. Come at me, bro. I'm ready for you. Waiting all my life for you. Wait, he went under the water. Oh, shoot, it's a spider! Giant spider. Why is it so big? Why? Does Minecraft have, oh my goodness. Oh, the creeper, he can't, he can make it up here. Get out of here. Dude, I just killed the spider, give me a break. Just give me a break. All right, so that's what a creeper looks like with RTX, and that's what he looks like without. Still ugly. Ugly either way. Why is he on fire? What did I do? Is my stick magical? Do I have a magic fire stick? Oh, okay, he just went poof. What are you looking at? What is he doing? What, stop it right now. Both of you. Go away. Away. Back. Okay, I'm hanging out with the wrong crowd. All right, I gotta get out of here. Oh, yeah, look at these. Ooh, this lighting, though. Now, if you guys want my take, I think an RTX 2080 is awesome for this game, but not necessarily a requirement by any means. Like we said earlier, an RTX 2060 is the minimum requirement, but I would probably shoot for higher than that if you are gonna be playing this game a lot with RTX enabled. Just so that you have a little bit of overhead, you're not struggling to keep a 60 FPS frame rate. I think going middle of the road with an RTX 2070 or 2070 Super would actually be a pretty good choice. Oh! Get out. Go away. Skeleton and spider, die. I died. He doesn't even look like he enjoyed that. He's still just like, another day, another murder. All right, well, I'm convinced. This game with ray tracing is pretty sweet. Obviously, there's a higher barrier to entry in order to play it smoothly, but if you can swing it and you're into Minecraft, this is really a great way to re-experience the game in a whole new light. Pun intended. I'm also really excited to see DLSS 2.0 at work for the first time, just because it's such a cool technology that I think is gonna really make a big difference in a lot of games, especially because it's so easy to implement now. I mean, hey, if we can see better performance while seeing improved image quality, then it's a win-win for everyone, and I'm excited to see it roll out in more games in the future. Wax on, wax off, wax on. Wait, I just said wax off. But there you go, guys. Let me know what you think about Minecraft with RTX, if you think the visual enhancements are worth the performance trade-offs, and if you think that technologies like ray tracing and DLSS 2.0 could sway your decision to play a game that you otherwise had no intention of playing. Apart from that, toss a like on this video before you go. Get subscribed for more tech content on the way, and I will see you guys in the next video.